Hello everyone, welcome to the video. In this video I am going to discuss about the algebra of matrices, that means addition of matrices, subtraction of matrices and product of matrices, and some related properties of addition, subtraction and product. As well I will discuss in this video about the scalar multiplication of matrices, and some examples also will also be discussed in the video. And in the next video in future I will come with some extra definitions which are not given in the NCERT book in the subsequent videos. So let's get in this video and try to learn about the algebra of matrices. So first you see about addition. First you see about addition of two matrices. So actually addition in number system, addition mean say 2 plus 3 it is equal to 5. There is some basic properties how to add two numbers and how to subtract two numbers, how to multiply two numbers, and here we will discuss about how to add two matrices. In the previous video I already told you that in the previous video I have already discussed about matrices. What is a matrix? I discussed in the previous video, and here the first topic is about addition. Addition means first of all whenever you want to add two matrices. Here I am taking two matrices A and B. Whenever you want to add two matrices, then the two matrices must be of the same order. Same order means the size of the two matrices, which matrices you are going to add up, must be of same size. That means both of them, here I am taking both of them are of order m by n. We read this as m by n. So A and B, these are two matrices taken of the same order. So always keep in mind whenever you want to add two matrices, then that two matrices must be of the same order. That means the first matrix, say A, is of order 2 by 3, then B must also be of order 2 by 3, then you can add up. One of the matrix is say 2 by 3, another is say 3 by 3. You cannot add up these two matrices. Their order must be same. This is the basic thing to add two matrices. Then you see, then the sum of the matrices A and B is denoted by A plus B, basic symbol, and it is this sum, that is the resultant value. This is the value, this is again a matrix. This is a matrix of order again the same order m by n. The order of A and the order of B will be equal to the order of the new matrix formed A plus B is also the same with the order of the given matrices. And how to obtain A plus B? How to obtain A plus B? A plus B is obtained by taking the sum of the corresponding places elements. Here I have already written here, is obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. Corresponding elements mean same position element. In the two matrices, the elements in the same position must be add up. Then you will get the sum of the two matrices A and B. So let me take one example here. You see, say before that you mathematically this addition can be written like this one. A is a matrix of order m by n, B is another a matrix of order m by n. This is the matrix can also be written like this. You already learnt in the previous video. If you did not have not seen the previous video, first you see that video. It will be better understanding to understand this running video. Okay, so these are the two matrices A and B. Both of them have the same order m by n, and their sum is equal to the new matrix. These are elements actually, Aij and Bij. These are elements of different positions. Since the order are same, therefore number of elements here and the number of elements here must be equal, and same place element are added up here. That is, if it is A11, then it is A B11. If you are taking it is A12, this must be B12, as like that. Okay, so two matrices added, then it will be equal to the sum of the same place elements of the two matrices. So now you take the example. You see, I am taking here the matrix A is equal to this one 1 3 5 2 4 1, and the order of this matrix. What is the size of this matrix? You see there are 3 rows. 1, this is 2, and this is 3. There are 3 rows, so 3 and 2 columns, 1 number column and 2 number column. So the size of this matrix is 1 by 2. Sorry, 3 by 2. And here the matrix B is also of the size 3 by 2. Then A plus B is also of the size 3 by 2, because sum of two matrices will be of the same order of the given matrices. Then the addition is obtained by adding, you see the definition here, by adding the corresponding elements of the matrices A and B. That means you are to add this one with this minus 3. I am taking a pointer here, you see this one should be added to these 3, okay, and the result will be written here. You see 1 minus 3 will be equal to minus 2, and in the similar manner this 3 will be added to this 2 and should be written in here 5, okay. In the similar way, this is 5, 5 plus 2 will be equal to 7, then 2 plus 4 will be equal to 6, then 4 plus 3 is equal to 7, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So this is the process to sum up two matrices, okay. So next we go to the next screen, you see. Then properties of addition. What are the properties of addition? Very simple. In number system you have the properties commutative, associative, those properties. Let me check whether these properties commutative, associative, these are distributive, these properties are actually satisfied in matrix system or not. So those theories will be discussed here. So first one is see commutative property. The commutative property mean A and B, these are two matrices of the same size m by n, okay, and then it is always equal, A plus B equal to B plus A. That means the matrix addition is commutative, as like 2 plus 3 is equal to 3 plus 2, that is addition is a commutative operation, you know this. In the similar manner, in case of matrix addition, the process is commutative, mean A plus B have the same result with B plus A, okay. So then the next one, associative property. Associative mean actually it is the change of the position of bracket in case of three matrices here. So I am taking A, B and C are three matrices of same order. Whatever be the order is taken here, whatever be the order you are taking, m by n, 3 by 2, 5 by 7, 4 by 3, 3 by 3, etc. Any order, but all of them must have same order, okay. You have three matrices. Then the associative rule is A plus then B plus C must be equal to A plus B then C. You see here, that is just changing the position of the bracket. So this property is known as associative property, and associative property obeys by the addition of matrices, okay. So then the next one, very simple, these are very simple. Additive identity. So identity mean it is one special kind of element actually. Identity mean a special kind of element in some given set. Let me think about number system and operation, say addition. Concentrate in the class, you think about the number system and about addition. Then can you tell me what is the number that is added to any other number will give the number itself, same number unchanged? What is the special number which is added to any other number of a set give the number itself, that means unchanged the number? Obviously the result will be 0, because 1 plus 0 will give us 0, 1 plus 0 will give us 1, 2 plus 0 is again 2, 3 plus 0 is 3, 4 plus 0 is 4, as like the number will be unchanged. So in that case, that 0 is called the additive identity. Additive identity means identity with respect to addition, that is called additive identity. So in the same concept, in the same manner, what is the additive identity element, that is what is the additive identity matrix in matrix theory? and obviously that matrix will be 0. Zero matrix definition is already discussed in the previous video. Mean all the elements of the matrix must be 0 is called a zero matrix. So if that types of matrix is added to some matrix, then the sum matrix, then the taken matrix will be unsensed. So therefore zero matrix or null matrix is called the additive identity of matrices. Okay, so here I have written here the null matrix is the identity element. Identity element means identity matrix. Sorry, not identity matrix. Identity with respect to addition. For matrix addition, you have written here. So that is A plus O, or you may consider as 0. A plus O is equal to A is equal to 0 plus A or O plus A. Okay, so this is called additive identity. Then the next one, additive inverse. Additive inverse means this time in case of each of a matrix, in case of each matrix, against each matrix you have another matrix negative of this matrix. Whatever be the matrix you are taking, say A is a matrix, then there must exist minus a matrix, such that the sum of these two matrices is equal to the additive identity, like this, A plus this minus A. If you add these two matrices, you will get the additive identity. So then this minus A is known as the additive inverse of A, or A is known as the additive inverse of minus A. Additive inverse means, say number 2, additive inverse is minus 2, say minus 2, additive inverse is 2. That means you are to take that number which is opposite in sign, but value same. In the similar way, whenever you want to write the additive inverse of a matrix, just you give a minus sign in front of the matrix. That is the concept. Okay, so next we go. So this time I am going to discuss about scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication is actually, scalar mean it is a number, real number, or you may take complex number also. Okay, so that is any number k, and if you have a matrix A, then scalar multiplication means k into A will be is equal to what? That is the definition of scalar multiplication. Is that clear? I am writing the definition here. Then the matrix, you see, then the matrix obtained by multiplying every element of A by the number k is called the scalar multiplication of A by k. Clear? That means when you have a matrix, say A is equal to some matrix, then if you want to write, say thrice of A, mean 3 into A actually, then 3 should be multiplied to every element of the matrix. Every element of the matrix. So here you see, by mathematical process, Ka, this K will act on Aij is element of the matrix. The Aij mean all elements actually here. So K into Aij mean K is multiplying in every element of the matrix A. Okay, so let me take two properties actually here. So you see, properties of scalar multiplication, very simple. Number one, you see, first of all, you see that these are the two matrices, A and B are two matrices, and K and L are two scalar numbers. And then the first property is K into A plus B will be equal to K plus KB. Very simple. And second one, K plus A whole into A will be equal to K plus KB. Very simple. Okay. So next, let me take one example here. It is given that the matrix A is equal to 0, 2 and 3, 4. A 2 by 2 matrix here. 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay. 2 by 2 matrices. And Ka means scalar multiplication of A with K is equal to, this is the new matrix given, K equal to this. Then we are asked to find the value of K, A and B. So first of all, you take A, then find Ka manually, and then Ka will be equal to this one. Okay. So take the solution. So A is this, therefore Ka, by definition just discussed in the previous screen, that Ka will be obtained by multiplying every element of this matrix by the number K, that is K, 2K, 3K, minus 4K. I have written here K, 2K, 3K, minus 4K. Clear? Okay, then by question it is given that Ka is equal to this one. So this matrix and this matrix must be equal. So you write, but K is equal to this. So that will imply this equal to this one. Now comparing these two matrices. So 2K is equal to 3A, 3K is equal to 2B, 4K is equal to 24. Minus 4K is equal to 24. So I am writing here 2K equal to thrice A, thrice K equal to 2B, minus 4K equal to 24, and from this equation you can obtain the value of K. So K equal to minus 6, and using this K here and here you will get the values of A and B. So if you use K is equal to minus 6 here, so it is minus 12 by 3 is minus 4, A is minus 4, and B is equal to, using 6 minus 6 here, so minus 18 by 2 is minus 9, so B is equal to minus 9. So that's completes the solution. Okay, so next we go to the next screen. Before that, you see subtraction. Subtraction is very simple. Actually, you think about like this. Subtraction means it is one kind of addition. Say A minus B is nothing but A plus minus of B. That is the definition of subtraction. And every other properties will be similar to addition. You see this one, A minus B, it is actually A plus of minus B. Need not to discuss more about subtraction here. Okay. So this is one of the important topic. Actually, I want to tell you that the multiplication is actually the backbone of the chapter matrix. Okay, so this is very important part of the chapter matrix. If you understand the multiplication of matrix, then I think everything you understood about matrix, because addition, subtraction, these are very simple, and something critical is multiplication. So you try to understand how to multiply two matrices. Definition, I am writing definition here. Actually definition is not asked in your exam, but though for your note I am writing here the definition. And actually you should understand multiplication of two matrices in practical field. Practical field means by doing the multiplication of two matrices, that will be very easy to understand how to multiply two matrices. So first of all, you have to know when two matrices can be multiplied. As you have already known that if you want to add two matrices, then the matrix should have same size. In the similar way, whenever you want to multiply two matrices, there is a condition. There is a condition. Under that condition, you can find the multiplication of two matrices. Now, what is the condition? That is the basic thing. That is the main thing. You see, two matrices A and B are conformable for product AB. Here, the product AB is indicating here. That means product BA may not be defined. Okay. So product AB, this is defined, this is exist when the column number in the matrix A means the first matrix, this one, AB, then column number of the first matrix, pre-multiplier is called pre-multiplier, is equal to the row number of the second matrix, that is post-multiplier, this one. Column number of the first matrix and row number of the second matrix, these two numbers are equal. If these two numbers are equal, then you can find the product AB. So whenever the product AB is exist, in that case BA may not be exist. Is that clear? That is why the product name is indicating here. So the product AB will be defined, will be exist only when the number of columns of the first matrix equal to the number of row of the second matrix. That is the main thing to find the product AB. So thus if A is equal to Aij m by n, so what is the column number of the matrix A? The column number of the matrix A is n, and row number of the matrix B is n. You see, this is the row number and this is the column number. The first matrix column number, second matrix row number, they are equal, mean you can find AB. In this one you cannot find BA, because if you want to find BA, then B will be the first matrix, so the column number is P, and A is the second matrix and the row number is m. So P and M, they are unequal. Therefore BA is not exist here. Okay, so that is why I told you that when AB is exist, it does not mean BA is also exist. Okay, so whenever you want to find the product of A into B, then the column number of A must be equal to the row number of B. Okay, first matrix column number, second matrix row number. If these two are equal, then it is comfortable to find the product A, B. Okay, and this is denoted by simply AB. And the new matrix AB, this will be the order M by P. Just you have to eliminate this column. Here is the column number is N, and here the column number is N, and here the row number is N. Just eliminating this N, so the new order will be M by P. Okay, M by P. So this M by P, this is the order of the new matrix AB. So order is M by P, that is written here. And the definition, as per definition, how to find the definition, you see AB is equal to, this is the new matrix C, and C element of C is equal to Cik. You see it is of the form Cik or Ciz, whatever you may write. It is of order M by P. This is M by P. Just dropping this N, column number and row number, these are equal, so drop that number. So M by P, that is M by P. And this Cik, that means the elements of C, Cik mean elements of C are obtained by adding the products of this AI1, AI2, AI3. This is row actually, I number row. Okay, this I is row. So AI, that is I number row, 1 number column, then 2 number column, then N number column. So I number row, 1 number column will be multiplied with the second matrix, that is B, 1 number column, 1 number row, K number column. So that is Ik. Here 1 and 1 will drop Ik, this one. Here also 2 dropped Ik, like this. This is N and drop, then Ik, and this total term can be written like this in short form. Here J is varying 1, then 2, then 3. So J is from 1 up to N. And A1, not A1 actually, it is AI. I have typed wrongly. It is AI, Aij, Bjk actually. Okay, Aij, Bjk, not 1 here. Okay, so let me teach you by taking one example. That is, if you understand that example, then you can find the product of two matrices very easily. You see the example first. Okay, you take, find the value of x for which the product, this one and this one, is equal to identity matrix. Identity matrix means this is 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 1. If it is 3 by 3 matrix, an identity matrix may be of order 2 by 2, that is 1 0 0 1. 3 by 3, then 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, like this. Okay, so here this matrix 3 by 3 3 by 3, you see this is 3 by 3. Okay, so let me, the first matrix, this is 3 by 3. I am writing here 3 by 3. Okay, the second matrix, it is also 3 by 3. 3 by 3. You see, the column number of the first matrix is 3, row number of the second matrix is 3. So drop these two numbers. Drop these two numbers. So then the new matrix, that is the product, is 3 by 3. Okay, new matrix is 3 by 3. New matrix what? New matrix is an identity matrix. It is given. So the identity matrix is of order 3 by 3. Okay, so identity matrix must be of order 3 by 3. 3 by 3. So let me erase this one. Okay, you see the solution mean this product is equal to, why I am taking this identity matrix as 3 by 3, just I told you that this is 3 by 3 because the product, entire product after completion, the new matrix is of order 3 by 3 because this product is equal to identity, therefore this is also of the same order, mean 3 by 3. So now try to complete this product. And how to complete the product of two matrices? You see, first of very sincerely you try to see. You see, when you want to find the product of two matrices, then you are to multiply the row, that is this row, this is row number 1, should be multiply here, then here, mean column, row will be multiplied in column. Is that clear? Let me write this next line. You see here, this row is 207 and this row should be multiplied here. Okay, so this 2 into minus x mean minus twice x. Okay, so let me take laser. So 2 into minus x is minus 2. Then proceed here, 0. Proceed below, 0. So 0 into 0 is 0. Then proceed this number. In the row you proceed to right, in the column you proceed to downwards. Okay, so 2 into minus x is minus 2, then 0 into 0 is 0, then 7 into x is 7x. So first row multiplied in the first column, this is completed. Next again you back in the first row, and this time you should multiply this row in this column. Okay, this row in this column. So 2 into 14 is 28x, then 0 into 1 is 0, then 7 into minus 4x is minus 28x. So this row is multiplied in this column. Okay, now again back to the first row, and this time this row should be multiplied in this column. Same process, first this row, this column, then this row, again this column, again take this row, then this column. It is 2 into 7 is 14x, 0 into 0 is 0, then 7 into minus 2 is minus 14. So I have completed the product of first row in these 3 columns. Okay, repeat the same process by the second row, mean 0 1 0. This time by this second row you multiplied here, here and here. Okay, so 0 into minus x is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, then 0 into x is again 0. So first row, second row and first column is this one. Then again back with this row, this time you are to multiply here. So 0 into 14 is 0, 1 into 1 is plus 1, 0 it is minus 0. Okay, then this time you are to take product of this row with this column. That means 0 into 7x is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, then 0 into minus 2x is again 0. So this is the product of the second row, first column, second column, third column. The numbers are these. Okay, now come to third row, this row. Again repeat the same process with first column, second column, third column. Okay, so 1 into minus x is minus x, minus 2 into 0 is 0, then 1 into x is x. So third row, first column completed. Then third row, go to the second column. So 1 into 14 is 14x, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, then 1 into minus 4x is minus 4x. So second column completed. Now go to the third column, mean these numbers should be multiplied here. So 1 into 7x is 7x, minus 2 into 0 is minus 0, and 1 into minus twice x is minus twice x. So I have completed the product of these two matrices. So I think you understood the process actually. Let me erase this. Okay, you see here, I am again repeating, whenever you want to multiply two matrices, then first row should be multiplied in the first column, then second column, then third column, right in the first row. After completion of that, then take the second row, again second row in first column, then second column, then third column, write those numbers here. Okay, then third row, again repeat this column, then this column, then this column, and write those numbers in the third row. Okay, so right hand side is remaining same, and calculate it. Very simple. This is 5x 0. Okay, and right hand side is 0, and you see 5x, if these two matrices are equal, so corresponding elements are also equal. So 5x is equal to 1, so x will be give us as 1 by 5. Or you may take 10x minus 2 is equal to 0. So from here also x will be equal to 1 by 5. Or you may take this one, 5x is equal to 1. In that case also x is equal to 1 by 5. So you may take any one of this one by equating these two sides, or by comparing these two matrices. Just take two elements from the left hand side and corresponding element from the right hand side, you will get the value of x. So this completes the solution of the problem. Okay, next go to the next screen. Now properties of matrix multiplication. What are the properties? Very simple. That means again that terms commutative, associative, those. Commutative is not satisfying here, because already I told you that if AB is exist, then BA may not be exist. That means AB is generally not equal to BA. So you see, matrix multiplication is not commutative. That means for the two matrices A and B, and if both the product are exist, mean AB is exist and BA is also exist, then in general AB and BA they are not equal. But in number system, 2 into 3 will be equal to 3 into 2, or 2 plus 3 will be equal to 3 plus 2. But in matrix, A plus B equal to B plus A, that is not matter. But in case of product AB, this is not equal to BA in general. Okay, so the next property, matrix multiplication is associative. Associative means the change of bracket. That means A into BC is equal to AB into C. Very simple. Okay, then the next one, matrix multiplication is distributive over addition. Distributive means multiplication can distribute on addition, like this. A into B plus C, then it is simply AB plus AC. This A, B, then AC. Similarly, A plus B into C, then AC, then plus BC, AC plus BC, like this. Very simple, need not to discuss more about this one. And then for any matrix A, whatever be the order is there, but if A into I is exist, I have written here, provided the product exists, that means A into I is always is equal to A. I mean identity matrix. The identity matrix is working like one in number system, product number system, and with respect to product. So 0 matrix act as 0 in number system, 0 about addition, and in identity, in matrix, identity will act like 1 in number system with multiplication. Is that clear? So AI is equal to A is equal to I into A, and in case of 0 matrix, A plus 0 is equal to A is equal to 0 plus A. So these are the properties of matrix multiplication. You see one important thing, that the product of two matrices can be 0 while neither of the matrix is 0. That is, you think about number system. You see, in number system, if you take two non-zero numbers, say 3 and 5, if you multiply these two non-zero numbers, every time you will get a non-zero number. Two non-zero number multiplication equal to 0, it is not possible in case of number system. But in matrix, if you have two non-zero matrices are there, then the product may be equal to 0. You see here, A is this matrix, is a non-zero matrix because this element 2 is non-zero, therefore this matrix is non-zero. Similarly, B is also non-zero because 1 is non-zero. So A and B, both of them individually non-zero matrix, but the product AB is equal to 0 matrix. You see, this row multiplied with this column, so 0 into 1, then 2 into 0, 0 into 1 is 0, plus 2 into 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, then row into this column. So 0 into 0 is 0, plus 2 into 0 is 0, again 0. Then this row, this column, 0 into 1 is 0, plus 0 is 0, then 0, then plus 0 is also 0. So ultimately two non-zero matrices product may be equal to 0. So I complete this class here. In the next class I will take some more examples, and most of the examples will is not given in your NCERT book. So I will discuss the next session with the definitions which are not given in your NCERT book. So the next video will be something important to you for your JEE or main or advanced. So I will discuss the next level in the upcoming video. So till then, thank you very much.